Okay, well, you can see we've got 7 of the 8 pistons out. I wanted to make a quick little video, show you on this last one how I'm pulling them out. Basically, just taking off the connecting rod cap. And bearings are shot. I'm really happy at this point that I took it apart to further check it out, but we'll show you here. You can see the discoloration, the difference in metals. It's very excessive wear, and you've got some scoring, some real deep scratches in those bearings. And I would venture to guess that this engine probably wouldn't have gotten much more use for me. I would have been real disappointed if 6 months, even a year from now, if it had broke down. But almost all the bearings look like this. Luckily, the crank doesn't look all that bad. We've got some scoring, but I think it can be polished out. There's nothing that I can get my fingernail into. It looks mainly on the surface, but as you can see, there is definite wear. So I'm very happy that I took the opportunity to take this engine apart before I decided to throw it in my daily driver. But we're all going to have it machined and all that good stuff. So we've got our connecting rod cap nuts off. Basically, just rubber hammer or a brass hammer. Don't use steel. You can you'll gall up threads, or you'll mess something up if you use a steel hammer. So something softer than the metal in the engine. But last bearing, same as the rest. Pretty heavy wear, some scratches, things like that. You want to take some hose. You want to cover your connecting rod studs so that they don't either scratch the journal on the crank or scratch the cylinder as they come out. I've been real fortunate here because I haven't had to drive any of these pistons out. A lot of times you'll have a ridge in the top of your cylinder where you'll actually have to drive the piston out with a hammer and a wooden dowel, but I've been able to push all of these out, which is pretty good. And this last one's going to be a pain in the butt, of course, but just work with it a little bit and should slide right out. And that's the last piston. They actually look like they're in pretty good shape, but we'll know after they're all cleaned up. You see the top of them are pretty, got a lot of carbon buildup on them. But that's it. Now we're ready to take out the crank, take out the camshaft, knock the freeze plugs out of it, and we're done. It goes to the machine shop.